core of this dashboard is the bubble chart, so let's start by building that. Now, a bubble chart does a lot of the same stuff that a tree map does. It takes a big population, creates one mark per item at a certain level of detail, which in our case is going to be one mark per name. Then it sizes that mark based on a specific measure, which will be the number of Social Security cards with that name. The more Social Security cards, the bigger a name's bubble will be. So when we start building our bubble chart, we'll start off the same way we did for our tree map in Dashboard 3. We'll pull name to detail to create one mark per name, and then pull occurrences to size. We get that familiar tree map, and when we change our marks from squares to circles, we get our bubble chart. If we want to show the names on the bubbles, we can just use this little drop-down menu here next to the name pill on the marks card and change that from detail to text. Now, with a bubble chart, sorting starts in the middle and works its way out to the edges. When we hover over all our marks, we can see the names are sorted based on their default alphabetical order. All the names that start with A are in the center, and we move out to the B's, and so on. But what we'd like to do is sort the names by how many times they occurred, so that all the super common names cluster in the middle and the least common names sit on the outskirts of the chart. Just click on the drop-down menu on Name and select Sort. We'll make the sort order descending so that the names go from most common to least common, and then we'll sort by the field Occurrences aggregated by sum. When we click OK, we get this beautiful pattern. Let's quickly add each name's rank to the tooltips so we can really see how the bubbles are sorting. We'll pull Occurrences to Tooltips, click on the drop-down menu, and go to Quick Table Calculation and then Rank. Now remember, always check any calculation you make in Tableau. When we hover over our marks, we can actually see that every name has been given the rank of 1, so we know we need to change how our table calculation is computing. Just come back to the drop-down menu, hover over Compute Using, and let's switch that order from Table Across to Name so that each name gets a rank. Now that the rank is working, it's easy to see how these bubbles are clustering and why we get this ring pattern. The most common names are here in the center. 1 is James, 2 is John, 3 is Robert, and then the next ring of names squeezes as close to the middle as it can. We get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whichever spot is closest to the middle gets filled by the next mark. So Joseph's mark jumps over here, and we see the pattern continue. 9, 10, 11, 12. These spirals progress all the way out to the very edges where the least common names cluster, and many of these bubbles are so small they're almost impossible to see when our scale is set to accommodate the big names like James and John in the center. Okay, great. If you want to change the color of your bubble chart, go ahead and click on Color, select the color you like, and then just name your sheet. And we're off to the nitty-gritty steps of filtering this bubble chart by a running % of total.